So our RGP program, Revenue Growth Program, is a program designed to help you double your income in a very short period of time. Most people are doing it in 8 to 12 weeks. We give you up to 6 months to do it. But most people are doing it much sooner than that. We teach you efficiencies on how to do it. And we teach you just ways to organize the flow of your practice to help with it. We've run practices that were very, very large, close to 1,000 visits a week. When you get that big, if you're not efficient, you're going to bury yourself in overhead. So you have to become efficient as you go. We started thinking, what if we applied some of those efficiencies we developed for these very large practices to smaller practices? What would happen? Well, they become very profitable. And you don't have to make it into a big practice to be profitable. It can actually run as a small practice, just being twice as profitable. So we help you do that, and we help you do it in ways that is very easy for you to follow. We teach it in a format where there's online classes. So people go, oh, wait a minute, online classes, how's that gonna work? Well, basically, we limit the number of people that are in the class. There's like 76 hours of online classes. We do, I think, 2 to 4 a week, and you can tune in. If you miss it, you can see the recording, but it's better to be live, and here's why. When you're live, you can type things into the chat, and whoever the speaker is, and a lot of times it's me, but sometimes it's my wife, sometimes it's our coaching team, who are very, very expert at running practices. They'll get that chat, thing you typed in the chat, and they'll address it on that show. Or there's a way you can raise your hand virtually, where your hand goes up, and it moves you right up to the front of the pack. So the speaker knows, oh, this person has a question. And they might say, well, give me a minute, because I'm going to finish this point, then I'll get to your question. And then they get to your question. And there you are, asking the question live. And it's good to do that, because if you have the question, probably there's a bunch of other people in that call that also have the same question. So it's always worthwhile to get those questions, and it gives us a chance to explain what we're doing. We know what we're doing works. We know that. It's like, you'll see that we're so confident because we do know it works. We've done it dozens and dozens of times. So getting your question is always good, because we don't want you stuck. Other consulting practices in the past would be like, well, you didn't do everything we said to do, that's why you're stuck. It's not our fault. That's not how we play. We're like, okay, these people paid us to keep them unstuck. So if they get stuck, let's go re-explain it in a way that they can understand it so they get unstuck. That's why you have a guide. The guide is not say like, well, you should have been in better shape to come on this trip because I thought you were in shape. No, the guide is going to get you through the forest that you've never been through before the easiest possible way, considering what you're dealing with. So we're guides. Basically what we're doing is we're guiding you to successful practice. So you have these opportunities to go to these live trainings every week. You also have an opportunity to go to live in-person trainings. We have 2 that you're allowed to go to, and it's a weekend. It's a Friday and a Saturday. It's 2 days, 8 hours a day, and there's a lot of training that takes place, training you as if you are employees. So the training is very, very, very beneficial. You can even bring a primary person, like if you're going to the sales training, you can bring a case manager, because we don't want the doctors asking for cash ever. We want the doctors to have their case manager asking for the money. The doctor says, this is what I think we need to do. This is my recommendation. Oh, how much does that cost, doctor? I don't know. I'll let Mary Sue answer it. That's what she does. I'm just telling you what I'm recommending. And out he goes, and now Mary Sue is highly trained, because she's been to these trainings, on how to handle those objections when they're, oh, that's a lot of money, oh my gosh. You have to understand the difference between a real objection and a complaint. And you know how many real objections people have to buying a service or a product? 1. And it's always different. Your job is to figure out that one objection and handle that one, not the other ones. The other ones are distractions. So we teach you how to figure out what is a real objection, and what is the thing you actually have to address to get that person to buy. And if you realize that and you start doing that, your close rate is going to go up significantly. That's what we teach. So this training is tremendous. We're doing it because we don't want chiropractic to go away or alternative healthcare to go away. We want it to actually become primary healthcare, meaning functional medicine, functional physical medicine, like chiropractic, rehab, all those things. Doing things like regenerative medicine, if that's what you're going to do, or whatever it is, PRP or cellular medicine, using PEMF or using red light therapy to get things in your cells. Because once you understand how the cells work, getting nutrition into them is different than just putting it in your mouth. You have to get it into the cells. So we teach how to sell these things, because none of these things are covered. What a coincidence. Nutrition is not covered. What a better way to get somebody healthy is to give them good nutrition, yet it's not covered. So you're gonna have to sell these things for cash services. We teach you how to do that so you can thrive.